name's Tiana and I work with the Pour and Sip team at Master of More. And today I'm going to take a couple of moments to chat you through our November box, which is incredibly exciting. So I've got the welcome pack right here in front of me. If yours looks like this, then welcome aboard to Pour and Sip. It's amazing to have you. This will be your first time that you've joined us for an unboxing. If you've got a slightly small box, thank you so much for coming back and playing whiskey with us some more. Let's get stuck into the whiskies. So in both boxes, regardless of how long you've been with us, we always send you some tasting notes every month. And I love these. I feel like they give you a little bit of a backstory to each whiskey. They explain its personality, its character, its processes, and you've got all of that information on one side of the card right here. But we want kind of this club to be interactive, right? This is about you and your whiskey journey. So on the other side, there's space for you to write down your own tasting notes too. And there are no wrong answers. Get out the pen and paper and get stuck into your drams. If you're joining us for the first time, then you've got your How to Taste Whiskey guide, which is incredibly useful, especially if you're not used to maybe drinking spirits neat. And then you've also got a little welcome note, which tells you everything you need to know about Pour and Sip and how to max out your membership with us. If it's your first time again, you will have a little note here to say, don't forget your glasses. So underneath your drams, we like to call them drams, taster samples as well, that works. You will be able to uncover your two Glencairn glasses, just like this. It's really great to taste with these because of the shape of them. They like funnel all the aromas up to your nose and they just make it that little bit easier to get the most out of your dram. Always recommend you use these. Keep hold of them. You will get use out of them for sure, all the while you're with Pour and Sip. And you know what? This is all about, exploring whiskey, getting stuck in, getting involved. And I love that we've got glasses to make that possible. Now, the whiskies themselves, this is the important bit. Every month you'll get 5 different ones. And this month, for 3 of them at least actually, they're all about kind of the history of distilling and history of distillers, and they celebrate the people behind the drams, which I really love. So first up, you've got Taketsuru Pure Malt, a Japanese whiskey right here. And this celebrates Masataka Taketsuru, who is considered kind of like the founding father of Japanese whiskey in a way. He travelled to Scotland, he learned about distilling, and he brought all of his skills back to Japan. And if you want to know more about him, he's an incredible person with an amazing life. Check out the blog on the community pages of the Pour and Sip site. My colleague Jess has done an amazing job kind of outlining him and his achievements and why he means so much to Japanese whiskey fans. Next up, we've got Glengoyne, and this is a Highland distillery from Scotland, so a single malt Scotch right here. And with this series, the Legacy series, they celebrate kind of a different person, a different aspect of the distillery's history. This is chapter 2. Again, if you want to find out more, check out the blog online. Chapter 1's completely sold out as well, by the way, so this is the opportunity to taste some really highly sought after liquid. Next up, we've got Uncle Nearest, an American whiskey, travelling all the way over to the States right now. I know we can't travel, I'm doing this from home, but through the incredible power of whiskey, I feel like we can go on a flavour adventure, which is fun. Uncle Nearest is better known as Nathan Green, and he was the first recorded African-American distiller in the US. I mean, he even taught Jack Daniels how to distill, so he's an incredible person that we should know more about in whiskey. So again, enjoy the dram, check him out. A super historic, important person in the history of the whole whiskey industry, really. Next up, we're going back to Scotland, pinging back over this side of the pond, with a 27-year-old Cameronbridge single grain. Now, I am slightly obsessed with single grain whiskey. It's a bit of a joke in the office how much I love it. And it's made in a slightly different way. Instead of using pot stills, they use these incredibly tall column stills, which means you can distill to a much higher ABV. But this has spent 27 years in cask. It's got an incredible age statement on it. It's beautifully creamy and buttery. And if you want to explore a totally different style of whiskey, make sure you check this one out. And last but not least, we're taking a trip off the mainland of Scotland to Orkney with Highland Park. This is their new cask strength expression. It's pretty much brand new. It's already sold out of our Pour and Sip shop. So yeah, you're really lucky to get your hands on this where you still can. It's 63.3%, so it's cask strength. It's powerful. You might want to pop a drop of water in it, but it really celebrates Orkney and its special peat. There are no trees there. It's all kind of like heather and moss. And it really gives a totally different distillery style. And again, if you want to find out more about that, I wrote about a visit there for the Pour and Sip blog, so go and check that out on the community pages. So these are our 5 drams for the month. I love them all. I think they're a really incredible kind of spectrum, really. They show the diversity within whiskey and they celebrate some really cool people. So check them out, enjoy them, and let us know what you think. We're at Pour and Sip Club on social media, and on Thursday the 26th, we will be tasting a couple more of these on our live tasting, so watch out for that. Enjoy the drams.